Welcome everyone to the West Milton Council meeting for September 10th, 2024. I'd like to ask everyone to please rise, pledge allegiance, and stay standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Gracious God, we come to you this evening asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us engage in meaningful discussion. Allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture the bonds of community. Fill us with your grace as we make decisions that might affect the citizens of West Milton. And continue to remind us that all we do here this evening, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman,
Here.
Ms. Gregory,
Here.
Mr. Fogel,
Here.
Mr. Horn,
Present.
Ms. Metz,
Here.
Mr. Sodders,
Here.
Mayor Hurst.
Present. Council should have received meeting minutes for the August 13th regular council meeting and the August 27th council workshop. Are there any questions or comments about the meeting minutes? See none. Are there any motions for the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from August 13, 2024 regular council meeting and August 27, 2024 council workshop.
Second.
All right. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman,
Yes.
Mr. Horn,
Yes.
Ms. Metz,
Yes.
Ms. Gregory,
Yes.
Mr. Fogel,
Yes.
Mr. Sodders,
Yes.
Mayor Hurst.
Yes. Manager, is there any correspondence to council tonight?
There's not.
All right, thank you. Are there any comments from citizens regarding tonight's legislation? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to the ordinances and resolutions. The first is CM-24-37.
A resolution appointing members of the Board of Trustees of the Stillwater Crossing New Community Authority. Whereas on October 24, 2017, by its resolution CM-17-30, the Council of the Village of West Milton, Ohio, the Village approved a petition for establishment of the Stillwater Crossing New Community Authority under Chapter 349 of the Ohio Revised Code, the petition. And whereas this council has previously appointed individuals to serve as citizen representatives of the Board of Trustees, the Board of the Stillwater Crossing New Community Authority, the Authority, and as the representative of local government on the Board of Authority, and whereas this council desires to formally replace and reappoint individuals to serve as citizen representatives and to reappoint an individual to serve as the representative of local government. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, appointment of citizen member for unexpired term ending October 24, 2024. This council previously appointed Mr. Anthony Miller to serve as a citizen representative member of the Board of Authority for a term beginning on October 24, 2022 and ending on October 24, 2024. Mr. Miller has resigned from the Board of Authority. As provided in the petition, this council therefore hereby appoints Jeremy Sodders to serve as a citizen representative member of the Board of Authority for the unexpired term that began on October 24, 2022 and ends on October 24, 2024. Section 2, appointment of citizen members for the terms ending October 24, 2026. As provided in the petition, this council hereby appoints Mr. Scott Hurst and Jeremy Sodders to serve as citizen representative members of the Board of Authority for the terms beginning on October 24, 2024 and ending on October 24, 2026. Section 3, appointment of representative of local government member for unexpired term ending October 24, 2025. As provided in this petition, this council hereby appoints the village manager, currently Mr. D. Jeffrey Sheridan, and from time to time whomever is serving in such capacity, to serve as the representative of local government member of the Board of Authority for the unexpired term that began on October 24, 2023, and ends on October 24, 2025. The previous term of the village manager as representative of local government member of the Board of Authority expired on October 24, 2023, and no replacement representative of local government member of the Board of Authority was duly appointed for the term beginning on October 24, 2023. As provided in the petition and the bylaws of the Board of Trustee of the Stillwater Crossing New Community Authority Village Manager has therefore continued to hold over into the term that began on October 24, 2023 and ends on October 24, 2025. And this council hereby adopts and ratifies such service. Section 4, appointment of citizen member for unexpired term ending October 24, 2025. As provided in the petition, this council hereby appoints Ms. Vicki L. Long to serve as citizen representative member of the Board of Authority for the unexpired term that began on October 24, 2023 and ends on October 24, 2025. The previous term of Ms. Long expired on October 24, 2023, and no replacement citizen member of the Board of Authority was duly appointed for the term beginning on October 24, 2023, as provided in the petition and the bylaws of the Board of Trustee of the Stillwater Crossings New Community Authority. Ms. Long has therefore continued to hold over into the term that began on October 24, 2023 and ends on October 24, 2025. And this council hereby adopts and ratifies such service. Section 5, open meetings. This council finds and determines all formal actions of this council and any of its committees concerning and relating to the passage of the resolution were taken in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council and any of its committees that resulted in these formal actions were a meeting open to the public, all in compliance with the law and court, including revised code section 121.22. Section 6, this resolution shall be effective from and after the earliest time provided by law.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Council have any questions on CM-24-37?
I just have a general question. It's been a long time since I've been around this, because this started when the Stillwater Crossings development started when I was on council before. But can you explain again, what does the Board of Trustees, what's their duty? What do they do under the Stillwater Crossings New Community Authority?
The New Community Authority is one of the three financing vehicles that is used to pay for the project, and so they approve the fee that the authority charges each year that's equal to what the property taxes would have been if the TIF wasn't approved. So it meets once a year to approve a budget, and then also later in the year to approve once the county has set the tax rate for the year going forward.
Okay, great, thank you, appreciate that.
Any other questions or comments? Are there any motions for CM-24-37?
Motion that we approve CM-24-37 as written and read.
Second?
Roll call?
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Ms. Metz?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Hurst?
Yes. All right, thank you. Next on the agenda is CM-24-38.
A resolution approving the street lighting plan for Stillwater Crossing South Development in the municipality of West Milton, Ohio. Whereas on April 9, 2024, Council passed Resolution CM-24-19 approving the preliminary lighting plan for Stillwater Crossing South development. And whereas the developer has presented a final street lighting plan for the placement of street lights in the Stillwater Crossings South development, and whereas council believes that the final street lighting plan is in the municipality's best interest. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, council hereby approves the street lighting plan for Stillwater Crossing South development attached hereto as Exhibit A. And Section 2, this resolution shall take effect and be in full force upon passage.
Thank you. Council have any questions or comments? No? Are there any motions for CM 2438?
Make a motion, we accept CM-24-38 as written and read.
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Ms. Metz?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Hurst?
Yes. Next on the agenda is CM-24-39.
A resolution authorizing the Ohio Department of Transportation to resurface roadways within and contiguous to the municipality of West Milton incorporated areas. Whereas the Ohio Department of Transportation, ODOT, will be resurfacing roadways within West Milton, Ohio, known as the Local Public Agency, LPA, and whereas ODOT has described project MIA-571-0.00 /13.26 and has requested the LPA's consent to proceed, and whereas ODOT project identifier number 109714 is for the resurface of West Hayes Street, State Route 571 from mile marker numbers 5.82 to 6.34 located within the municipal boundaries of the LPA of Miami County, Ohio. Whereas council believes the work to be beneficial to the municipality LPA and it's appreciative of ODOT's effort to assist in maintaining our state routes. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the council of the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, being in the public interest, LPA council gives consent to the Director of Transportation of ODOT to complete the above described project detailed in the LPA-ODOT-LET agreement. Section 2, council understands that the LPA will participate in the improvement project by reimbursing approximately 50% of the cost of the project identifier number 109714. Furthermore, the LPA agrees to pay 100% of any cost of which are determined by the state and federal highway administration to be unnecessary. The LPA further agrees that change orders and extra work contracts required to fulfill the construction contract shall be processed as needed. The state shall not approve a change order or extra work contract until it first gives notice in writing to the LPA. The LPA shall contribute its share of the cost of these items in accordance with other sections herein. The LPA further agrees to pay 100% of the cost to install and/or repair curb ramps at all necessary intersections to ensure compliance with the American with Disabilities Act. Section 3, council gives municipal manager authorization to enter into and execute all contracts with the Director of Transportation which are necessary to complete the above described project. Upon the request of ODOT, the municipal manager shall also be empowered to execute any appropriate documentation to the effect the assignment of all rights, title, and interest of the LPA to ODOT arising from any agreement with its consultant to follow ODOT to direct additional or corrective work, recover damages due to errors or omissions, and to exercise all other contractual rights and remedies by law or equity. Section 4, council agrees that all right-of-way required for the described project will be acquired and/or made available in accordance with current state and federal regulations. Council also understands that the right-of-way cost include eligible utility cost, and that all utility accommodation, relocation, and reimbursement will comply with current provision of 23 CFR 645 and the ODOT Utilities Manual. Section 5. Upon completion of the project and unless otherwise agreed, the LPA shall A. Provide adequate maintenance for the project in accordance with all applicable state and federal law, including but not limited to Title 23 USC Section 116. B. Provide ample financial provisions as necessary for the maintenance of the project. C. Maintain the right-of-way, keeping it free of obstructions. D. Hold right-of-way inviolate for public highway purposes. Section 6. This resolution is hereby declared to be an emergency measure to expedite this highway project and promote highway safety. Section 7. This resolution shall take effect and be in full force from and after its passage.
All right, thank you very much. Are there any questions or comments for CM 24-39?
Just to clarify again, this project, from what you got from ODOT, is $150K, and we
Our
would.
share of it, our portion of it is approximately $150,000. They're willing to cover approximately 50% of what would have been our share.
Okay.
So we would expect to expend between $75,000 and $80,000.
Okay, gotcha. And this would start in the spring of '25.
Paving season of 2025, I don't have an exact date, so sometime in 2025.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And it's more than just the village. They were doing all of 571
Right.
from the Dark County line to Tip City, with the exception of our portion initially.
Yeah. So they'll cover everything that's in the village,
Correct.
571 up to
Correct.
McDonald's. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, any other questions, comments? All right, are there any motions for CM-24-39?
I motion we approve CM-24-39.
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Ms. Metz?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Hurst?
Yes. Next on the agenda is CM-24-40.
A resolution to hire a contractor to install quick connects for emergency backup generator at various locations. Whereas it is necessary to install emergency backup hookup equipment for a generator, also known as cam locks, at various municipal-owned locations, and whereas one vendor stood out with its ability to install the necessary equipment and provide full load testing, and whereas the Director of Service has obtained quotes for the installation and testing of these cam locks. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the Council authorizes the installation of this equipment by Garber Electric Contractors of Englewood, Ohio, at a cost of $24,800. Section 2, the Council hereby authorizes the Director of Services to execute all proper documents and required to complete said purchase. Section 3, this resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after its passage.
Thank you. Council have any questions on CM-24-40?
Yeah, what all buildings are we gonna have this done at? What all facilities?
This would be the service center. This would be the Lowry Haskett Road Booster Station, the J Road Sewer Pumping Station, and the South Miami Street Sewer Pumping Station.
Any other questions? All right, are there any motions for CM-24-40?
Make a motion, we accept CM-24-40 as written and read.
I'll second.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Ms. Metz?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Vogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Hurst?
Yes. Next on the agenda is the municipal manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. As council is aware, we've been working on the Parks and Recreation chapter of our comprehensive plan update for most of this year. I want to make you aware that that chapter has been delayed probably 90 days through no fault of our consultant. There's been some other factors that have delayed what I thought the project would be done by now. In particular, we've been trying to work on McCall Park and some details to expand those opportunities there, which have been at a standstill. So I still expect to have the project, or the chapter done by the end of the year, but I wanted you to be aware of what was taking place and that it was not Calabo's problem that it wasn't getting done. The other update I wanted to provide you, as you may recall, you recently made some legislative changes to the makeup of the Planning Board and the Board of Adjustments, and those have been very helpful. We were able to achieve a quorum at our last month's meeting and actually heard 4 variances that were all approved. So that was very helpful to help us get a quorum to move forward on those projects. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was at the Planning Board and Board of Adjustments meeting. I didn't hear anything. Has there been any movement? I know when I was on the Planning Board that we were working on updated ordinances. And I know that that kind of hit a roadblock because the individual from choice 1 moved on to another position. So
Correct.
has there been any more movement with that from what we've done?
I've been unable to find a consultant that can step in and finish the project. Now, I will admit, it has not been the highest priority. I'd love to get them updated, but I've had more pressing projects take
Understand.
my time and priority. So it still needs to be done. If I can find the right consultant that we can afford to get them finished. The problem is picking up at 75%, it's gonna cost almost as much to start over again as it will to get up to date and pick up where they left off. And I really don't want to spend the money a second time.
Understand.
So did we pay a full?
No,
Okay.
no, we paid about 75%.
And
But
when they
it's not
didn't
last
finish
one.
it, they didn't like refund some of that?
No,
And there's nobody else on the choice 1 staff that
no.
can? Okay.
And let me, Councilor Dorman, let me correct. They may have given, there may have been some modifications in the fee. It's been a while. I don't want to tell you wrong. I think they did make some accommodations in reducing, but more than half of the fee had been paid, shall we say.
Okay.
And so, they were reasonable, but there was nothing they could do, and they're not doing those type of planning services any longer, so they didn't hire another planner.
All right. Is there any old business? Is there any new business?
Our last third Thursday, that's loud. Our last third Thursday of the year is next Thursday, September 19th, and we will be on Miami Street. And the car show is September 21st, which is not this coming Saturday, next Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. And that's also on Miami Street. And the road's going to be closed, and it's a really fun event, so make sure you
Motion
see it.
passed. I can take care of it if you can. There is a motion under new business, Mayor, I'm sorry.
All right.
I believe council is aware this is a routine approval of the millage that needs to go to the county. It's for the general fund, a 10 mil limitation of 3.40, which would generate $305,894.97, and a street levy that expires in '28 that's 3.0, generates $192,327.44. These are all renewals with no new additional tax. But I do need a signature, or a motion to approve, and all of the elected officials' signature to go to the county before you leave tonight.
All right. there any motions for the approval of the millage tax rates for the county?
So moved.
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Ms. Metz? Yes. Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Stoddard?
Yes.
Mayor Hurst?
Yes. Any other new business?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
just an update on the last two major construction projects we have going that involve known street closures are going to take place this Thursday and Friday on Calumet Road. Calumet Road will get micro surfaced and then repainted. And the closure should be between 8 and 5 on Thursday and 8 and 5 on Friday. So then, once that's done, Calumet Road will be completed, and the annual paving program is scheduled to begin on, as early as tomorrow, but the main work's gonna begin on Thursday. The main milling, will take place on Hamilton Road, Hamilton Street between Main and Haskett Road. All of that will get milled, and then Spring Street from Hamilton south to the dead end. They will be closed to through traffic, but residents will be able to get in and out. There may be some delays if the equipment is sitting right there or they just got done paving. So the milling should be done by Friday, and then all the paving should be done by the middle of next week.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Any other new business? All right, any comments by citizens? All right, seeing none, I'll open the floor for a motion for adjournment.
A motion we adjourn.
Second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so ordered. Thanks a lot, everyone.